Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at that NHL game between the Islanders and the Hurricanes. Bookies right now are favoring the Islanders at -120, while the total was set at 5.5 goals. How you doing this morning, Ross?
I'm doing very well, Dex. I hope the same is for you.
I'm doing awesome, my man. All right, let's get into this one. Start talking about the game, how these teams have actually fared against each other in recent years. Could you actually fill us in on that particular topic, Ross?
Sure. Let me start by saying that these two teams are the only teams so far that haven't played a game in the new season. The Hurricanes have gone 16-7 in their last 23 games against the Islanders, and 17 of those 23 games have gone over the total. And despite that recent dominance by Carolina over the Islanders have taken 3 of the last 5 games played in Carolina.
All right, now, Ross, the season is actually starting, it recently started. Could you actually give us a brief overview of what you expect to see from both of these teams in this season openers?
Well, let's recap by seeing what happened last season. Both of these teams failed to qualify for the playoffs. As a matter of fact, the Hurricanes finished 7th and the Islanders finished 8th in the 8-team Metropolitan Division, so they were right at the bottom of the division. The Carolina Hurricanes have some quality forwards in Jeff Skinner, Alexander Semin, Eric Stahl, and Jordan Stahl. However, beyond that, they really don't have any proven scoring. And their defense, although they move the puck very well and they're quite agile, they're smallish in stature. They lack the physicality. And unless Cam Ward can return to the form of a few seasons ago, the goaltending is a big question mark for the Hurricanes. The Islanders on defense, that's a major concern. Heading into the season, their defense is populated by cast-offs and reclamation projects, and they should be solid in goal in most nights with Yaroslav Halak and Chad Johnson if they get some defensive help. But you know what? These are two teams that are really going to be hard-pressed to make the playoffs this season.
All right, now, Ross, I know you have your pick ready for this, but before you actually give that to us, could you give us a brief analysis of what you expect to see for this particular game?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot to go on this early in the season, Dax, so I'm going to use what happened recently, and let's go from there. The Islanders actually went a respectable 21-20 on the road last season, and they earned 43 of their 79 points on the year in away games. They also went a profitable 12-4 in their last 16 road games versus an Eastern Conference opponent. Carolina, on the other hand, they went a dismal 18-23 at home last season, and that ultimately cost them a chance at making the playoffs. They finished the year by losing 5 of their last 6 at home, including their last 4 when facing an Eastern Conference opponent. Like I just alluded to, not a lot to go on at this time of the year, but I have a small lean here toward the road favorite in this one. I'm going to lay the 120 with the New York Islanders over the Carolina Hurricanes this evening.
All righty, my man. As always, it's a pleasure talking sports with you, Ross, and I look forward to doing it again this Monday.
I always look forward to speaking to you, and thank you for having me, Dex. Have a great weekend.
My pleasure, and I hope that everyone that's watching do the same. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.